Hello there, Aries. Welcome to your weekly tarot video forecast. This forecast is for the week of May 23rd through the 29th. We are going to be pulling one card per day and see what the highlights are. See if there's a theme that shows up for the week. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, meaning not everything I see here will apply to every single one of you who watches. However, most of it will apply to most of you. If you would like to have a private reading where I'm looking strictly at your own energies only, you can contact me with the contact information that's listed on the website at the top of the screen, and we can get that scheduled for you. All right, so let's look at your cards, Aries. We are going to start with the weekend. So on Saturday, the card that you have showing up here is the Nine of Cups. Okay, and then Sunday, we're looking at the Seven of Swords. Okay, so Nine of Cups talks about this idea of feeling very satisfied, fulfilled, happy. This is generally happy, satisfied, or fulfilled about something that you have done that was maybe a personal goal of yours, or that you have done as an individual rather than, as a part of a family or whatever. Okay. So these can be like career goals that you've met, or these can be like maybe hobby things or something like that. So that's very nice to see that come up. This could even be when you're this satisfied, happy. If you're into sports, this could be that your team won. It could be that too, if you're a spectator. And then let's look at Sunday with our Seven of Swords. This talks about the idea that there's something going on Sunday that you really don't want to stay for the whole thing. For me, this is kind of sneaking away. I know other readers see the Seven of Swords as like burglary or robbery or something like that. I don't see it that way at all. To me, it just says that there's something that you are a part of that is going on longer than you really want to be there. And so with that Seven of Swords, I think you're kind of sneaking out the side door. You're trying to leave this situation with as little drama as possible. And this can be anything from a party or a mixer to this could be a realization that you don't want to be in a relationship. Maybe you don't want to be in a job, but you're leaving without actually causing any drama. You just don't need all the drama as you go. And, when you don't burn bridges, that gives you the chance, if you change your mind later, you can come back. But even if you're not planning on even leaving that potential open, you're still not burning any bridges here as you walk away from whatever this situation is that I see here. All right, let's move into the week. So Monday we have Two of Pentacles. Tuesday we have the Six of Swords. Wednesday we have the Three of Swords in reverse. By the way, we don't stress out about reversals on this channel, just so you know. Thursday we have the Two of Swords, also in reverse. These cards are big. It's kind of hard to completely avoid the glare. I apologize, y'all. And Friday we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so let's dig into these cards and see what these mean. Two of Pentacles coming up on Monday. This just means that you're either going to be robbing Peter to pay Paul or some other way taking care of the budget. But this also could be with your itinerary. You've got a lot that you're trying to swing today. And so this could be, you're handling everything, and to you it feels kind of hectic or a little bit pushed that you're handling everything, whether we're talking about your financial accounts or whether we're talking about your itinerary. However, other people that are watching you, if they're seeing you handle this, they're thinking, wow, this Aries person is handling this with so much grace. I would love to be able to handle that much with that much grace as well. Okay, so from the outside, it doesn't look like you're under pressure, as that song says, even though on the inside, you may feel a little bit of pressure. Now, looking at Tuesday, here we've got a Six of Swords. This just says that you are getting away from something that is dramatic and moving into something that is much more calm and peaceful. And this could be very literal. Maybe you have a couple of coworkers that are just like going at it before your break, and then you take a break and you decide, you know what, I need to do some meditation. I got to get my Zen back after this. This can be that kind of thing where you're going away from drama and into peacefulness. Or it could be that there's something going on in your life where there's something in your life that is just causing drama. And so you're deciding to minimize your contact with whatever that thing is, or maybe even with whoever that person is. But you're definitely moving forward into something that is more calm and peaceful than what you have been dealing with on Tuesday. Now then, looking at Wednesday. This is the Three of Swords in reverse, and I'm going to tell you the Three of Swords in reverse is better than the Three of Swords right side up. That's why we don't stress about reversals here, because some of the reversals are better than the right sides up. Three of Swords in reverse is telling me that you are closing out being sad or upset about something. There could be that you're getting closure with another person over a situation that made you feel sad or upset. Or it could be that you're creating your own closure or finding closure for yourself without that other person there to give it to you. Either way, you're putting some closure on this thing so that these emotions don't just keep like dragging you down and sucking you in. Okay? Now, that's a very good card. Looking at Thursday, Two of Swords coming up in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse just says there's something you're trying to make a decision on Thursday, and you're not sure which way that you want to go. And so with that card, when it comes up in reverse, generally what I advise people is this is a good time to allow yourself to sort of sit with this decision. If somebody is putting pressure on you, I have to know now, I have to know now, I have to know now. If you can at all, buy some time so that that gives you a chance to sort of sit with this and figure out what you really want to do. If it's you that's putting pressure on you for this decision, same thing. Let yourself off the hook. Nothing has to be decided this red hot minute. Allow yourself to sit with it so that you can get a decision that sort of comes up from inside of you that you're like, yep, I feel comfortable with that way of going. And that way you know you're not going to be tempted to go back on it later or wish you would have chosen something else if you give yourself the time that you need to actually sit with this decision and let the answer float to the surface. And then on Friday, we have the King of Pentacles. And this just says that you're interacting with somebody, Aries, on Friday with King of Pentacles energy. This can be a boss, a supervisor. This can be somebody that you look up to, like a professor or maybe a patriarch or a matriarch, even in your family. But this is somebody that is fairly secure, very stable, pretty laid back as far as their personality. Not a whole lot flusters them. And so when we see this King of Pentacles coming up and we know that you're interacting with this person, they're going to be much more laid back than you are in general, maybe not even very athletic. They like their good food. They like their clothes to feel nice, that type of thing. But it looks to me like you're having an interaction with somebody who's like that, who's just much more laid back, much more slower moving too. If you're trying to get this person to make some kind of decision for you, then you should expect that this person isn't going to be like chop chop right now making that decision. They're going to take their time with it. They like to make sure that the foundations are set correctly before they start to build on something. So they take their time. They're very thorough, but they're also very successful because they take their time, they think things through, and they're very thorough about that. So if you're trying to get somebody like this with this type of King of Pentacles personality on Friday on board with you on something, just be aware, they're going to take some time to consider that. It won't be spur of the moment, and they may even want some kind of documentation to help you to make their mind up about whether this is a good idea or not, or if there's anything other than what you have in mind that they can do to help you. So anyway, that's what we have for your week. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. And of course, I know I'll see a few of you here for a private reading this week, but the rest of you, I'll see back on the next video. Peace out.